the former Tonga international and Sky Sport rugby commentator, Willie Los'e, has died in Cape Town. This is ahead of the Rugby World Cup Sevens tournament, which starts tomorrow. It's understood that the 55-year-old passed away last night. His family has confirmed the death in a statement. Let's get the latest now and we speak to Newzroom Afrika's sports editor, Vaylen. Kirtley, Vaylen, very, very sad news. Do we know the circumstances surrounding this death?
Oli, thank you very much. A very good morning to you. And the excitement was certainly starting to build here in the mother city ahead of the 2022 Rugby World Cup Sevens, which is getting underway in Cape Town at the Cape Town Stadium on Friday through to a Sunday. Lots of international journalists, players from the 40 different teams that will be representing their countries, all here. Certainly shock news as we all woke up this morning. Willie Los'e losing his life. Not much detail and around the causes of his death. World Rugby just sharing a statement by their chairman, Sir Bill Beaumont, expressing their sympathy and shock at the sudden passing. In terms of a cause of death, nothing forthcoming from his employers, Sky Sport New Zealand, saying that it was a sudden medical event. But joining me now is somebody that knew him very well, both as a player when he captained the Tongan team. The last time that South Africa, in fact, hosted a World Cup, that was in 1995, as well as a colleague at World Rugby, because Willie Los'e was a commentator as part of World Rugby's global feed. Joining me now, Frankie Dejas, who is from Argentina. Frankie, my condolences. When I spoke to you early on, you said, "I'm just shocked. I cannot believe this."
Yeah, it's very sad. It was one of the guys I was looking forward to catching up with here in Cape Town. I've known him since 1995. Always smiling, smiling giant. Very good in what he did. Very professional and just great company. So it's just unbelievable.
A lot of the tributes that I'm reading and a lot of the people saying that he was such a proud Tongan. As much as he played for the under-21 New Zealand team, his heart was with the Pacific Islands and having their own national identity.
Yeah, of course, and he actually played, one of his proudest moments was playing for Tonga here in 95 in the Rugby World Cup, unforgettable Rugby World Cup, and he was very proud of that and just carried his Pacific heritage wherever he went. He loved Japan very much. We talked about it. He loved his children, of course. And again, he was that kind of guy that you could sit down and enjoy his company.
At 55 years old, we don't know the cause of death, but this is certainly something that nobody expected.
Yeah, I'm 54, and it's actually a shocker. I mean, and to think that it's away from home and what it all means. But yeah, no one expects death at any time. So, yeah, I mean, I can't really say much about that. It's just a shock.
Do you think it's going to affect some of the teams that are actually playing that would have known him quite well, that he would have conversed with?
I guess it shocks everybody. I mean, everybody that came across him would have liked him. He would have done a lot of research work with the teams. He's been on the series for ages. I remember just bumping into him in Dubai in the 2009, 2010, 2011, whatever. So he's built relationships, but sports is about resilience, and it's about just the next chapter and how you move on. And I guess some of those players that considered him a mate, or those teams that liked him, might play in his memory. So that might actually be something that is going to reflect on who Willie was.
Thank you very much. Frankie Dejas, who is an Argentina journalist and a colleague of Willie Los'e, just sharing some of his memories of the man who was a smiling, gentle giant at the age of 55, passing away here in Cape Town as he was preparing for the Rugby World Cup Sevens, which gets underway tomorrow here in the mother city. The family say that the New Zealand High Commissioner is going to be making their way to Cape Town tomorrow to organise the repatriation of the body to Tonga. For Newzroom Afrika, Oli, I'm Vaylen Kirtley.
Vaylen, thank you very much. Very, very sad news indeed. Condolences to Willie Los'e's family. All right.